Scott, welcome to the North East. How's it been settling in over the last couple of days?
Yeah, it's been nice. So I come in 4 or 5 days ago now. Try to settle in as quick as I can. Been in to meet the boys quite a few times and done a little bit of training, so it's been nice.
What were the initial conversations when the Durham move first came about? You talking with Marcus North about coming over. What were the conversations about? And when did they start?
Probably started 5-6 months ago, I guess. And I was sort of always keen to come over this winter for Australia. So this summer here, and they progressed really well. I was pretty keen to come to a strong team like Durham. What's kind of been behind the urge to come and try county cricket now? What's kind of been the main, what are the main reasons for coming over now? So there's like a really big gap in the Australian schedule. So with me getting a bit older, I'm trying to look after my body as well as I can. And with a big gap in the schedule, I've always wanted to come play county cricket. So it's something I can hopefully tick off now.
You are one of the only few players who've got Aboriginal heritage that have played for Australia. The second Indigenous player to play Test cricket after Jason Gillespie. What does that mean to you to kind of not be? I don't know if you consider yourself a trailblazer, but how does that feel to be kind of a very select few people to have made that step up to Test cricket? Yeah,
pretty special. I think the best thing is I can sort of be a role model for all young Indigenous kids in Australia that want to play cricket. I think there's such big representation in other sports like AFL and rugby league, but cricket's sort of, slowly building up, and hopefully over the next few years we can get more Indigenous kids playing that want to play cricket and try and play cricket for Australia as well.
Is that a big motivation for you to keep going and keep those Test ambitions high up your list so you can continue to be that trailblazer and role model for those younger kids coming through?
Yeah, I think so, and I think from the point of view of the girls program, Ash Gardner's still young and she's been playing for Australia for 5 or 6 years now, and she's going to be playing for a long time. So hopefully from the male point of view, I can keep playing and sort of be that role model that young kids can look up to.
Having played in 2 Ashes series, one in Australia and one in England, what were the main differences you found between the two? Obviously your first Ashes series being at home, and no one will ever forget that debut at the MCG.
Yeah, that was pretty special. Obviously been lucky to play in, over the last couple of years, played in 2 Ashes series and a series against India in India. So experienced some of probably the highest quality of cricket you can play. Obviously my debut series in Australia was something I'll never forget. And then hopefully now I'm here at Durham, we can have a couple of good performances as well.
Boland's got 6 at the G, build the man a statue. How does it feel to have such an iconic piece of commentary that's going to be remembered now, tied in with the Ashes forever, on your Test debut as well? Yeah, it is pretty special. Sort of when I'm walking around Melbourne or playing cricket around Australia, I hear it all the time. So it's not something I'm going to forget anytime soon. Yeah, I think we used it on our announcement when we were teasing it, so they're definitely not forgotten in this part. Would you say that 6 for 7 is your favourite memory on a cricket field? And if not, what would be your favourite memory on a cricket field?
Yeah, that whole game where I was lucky enough for Josh Hazlewood to present my baggy green, and then have my family and close friends at the ground. Debuting in Melbourne, which is my home state, it was all just such a buzz that whole week.
And what you've already kind of touched on it, after your Test debut, the feelings. Obviously, you're in the middle of an Ashes series, so how much is it you're able to kind of take it all in, but then also you're in the heat of battle, you've got to move on to the next one. So how difficult was it to kind of put those initial feelings to the back of your head and get ready for that next Test match?
It was pretty difficult. There was obviously a lot of media and all that kind of stuff, which I wasn't used to at that stage. And then even going to the next Test, it looked like Hazlewood was going to be fit, so I was kind of going to miss out again. But it ended up working out that I ended up playing the next couple. So it was nice, and it was nice to play 3 games in a row and not just be sort of a one-game wonder.
You mentioned you wanted to come to a strong county in England. You've obviously got that with Durham, and our bowling attack is very strong. How excited are you to not only work with, but potentially learn off or give advice to someone like Matthew Potts, who's trying to make his get into that England Test side as well? Yeah,
it's good because coming in, you can already see now, like the dressing room is very experienced. I'm probably still the oldest, but I feel like compared to the Victorian team, which is really young, but this is sort of a more experienced side. So I'll be leaning on guys at some stage to give me advice, and I'm sure that yeah, I'm happy to give, and I'll be really open with any advice that anyone wants to. If anyone wants to chat about fast bowling, I'm happy to do it.
Am I correct in thinking your first class wicket was Marcus North?
Yeah, first two.
Is that kind of weird to be able to now be at? He's obviously like your cricket. Was there a little bit of banter going around in those conversations about how you got him out in the first two?
Not really. It probably just shows my age. That he was still playing back when I debuted.
And then finally, with the coming up to the Northeast, has anyone given you like a Northeast dictionary yet to start learning some of the slang terms? And if not, when do you reckon you'll start getting that?
No, they haven't. But you can hear it in the dressing room. There's some thick accents, and everyone talks really fast. So I'm sort of slowly picking up a lot of the words and what they mean.